Ron, you were born in London to Lily and Wally Hunt. When you were 5, brother John was born. Your family moved to Rayners Lane and lived opposite the Frost family. You left school at 13 when the war had just begun. The only thing you enjoyed at school was sport, excelling in soccer, cricket and running. At age 15, you gained an apprenticeship, and this was a turning point. When you were 18, you volunteered for war service in the Royal Navy. You joined the aircraft carrier HMS Formidable. In the Pacific, the ship was attacked by Japanese kamikaze aircraft. The crew were all so young, and many were killed. How you recovered, I'll never know. The ship sailed into Sydney Harbour for repairs, your first connection with Australia. After the war, you bought a motorbike and started dating the girl across the road, Cynthia Frost, and that was me. We were married in November 1946 and lived at Chalfont St Giles in half an army hut, no fireplace, no toilet and an outside tap. It was the coldest winter for 100 years. You joined BOAC as a flight steward on worldwide service. Jennifer was born. We bought our first house in Rayners Lane, where it all began, and in 1950 along came Brian. There were many changes of jobs, always better positions, great friends, and a good life. In 1956, Trevor arrived. After a long and dismal winter and bad health, we sailed for Australia. We settled in Adelaide. You were transferred to Melbourne. Deborah was born, and that made 4. In 1964, we decided on a sea change. The kids loved riding, so we moved to the country. You were in a car accident and suffered a broken neck. A miracle operation and your fighting spirit saw you walking again and back on the golf course. You joined Peters and pioneered their venture of camper trailers. This meant you travelled a lot, away from the family, so you decided to start your own business, which you ran until you retired at 60. We bought a camper van and enjoyed many outback trips. We built a house at Geelong and fulfilled a lifetime dream of owning a boat. You enjoyed lots of golf and lazy afternoons. Back to Melbourne, more golf, and you scored your first hole-in-one. At this time, Ron, at age 70, you were diagnosed with Lewy body disease and Alzheimer's.
I didn't realise what it was, but I was always struggling to remember my score. And you imagine a par 3 or par 5, right? Rather, I'd had 2 or 3 strokes. I couldn't have a clue how many I'd had.
And you have been battling ever since. With the support of the Alzheimer's Association, Elsie Salter House and Sefton, you have enlarged your circle of friends. Your artwork is now exhibited. Your Harbour Bridge is the cover for the calendar. We have had 57 years together, Ron. You have never lost your sense of humour. Thanks for such an adventure. We all love you very much. You are a wonderful husband, dad, and granddad.